Welcome to Sports Nights with Jorge. Please stay tuned for scores and updates around the world of sports.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. Thank you so much. Those that have subscribed to the channel and give me a thumbs up. You name it, guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys once again, guys. News coming out of the Dolphins, especially Mike McDaniel from the Combine, the NFL Combine, talking about Tyreek Hill, a wrist injury. Talking about Terron Armstead. If you look at my shorts, I put a short out there. His decision to retire is still up in the air. But here's the good news that Miami received today. They went ahead and restructured his contract, and he gave Miami $14 million. This guy's amazing, guys. He's a class act. Gave $14 million. So Miami's $15 million over the cap, which is a good thing for them, that they could use money so they could spend for free agency. That is a big plus for the Miami Dolphins right now. Listen, I can't say no more about this guy. I mean, unfortunately, he has suffered so many injuries throughout his career, coming from the New Orleans Saints and now with the Miami Dolphins. You know, I wish him well. I hope he makes the right decision. Listen, I can know when the guy really wants to win. He's hungry. He wants to make the playoffs. He wants to go to a Super Bowl. And unfortunately, injury down the road, guys, can hurt your career. Unfortunately, that's part of football. Bottom line. But then you have McDaniel came up with something very interesting here, guys. Tyreek Hill, especially his wrist injury, and this is the guy that when he has his press conference, every time he asks the reporter, he says, "Please don't ask me for no injuries, updates. I'm not a doctor." And the most thing that surprised me today on the NFL Combine, he opened up and he actually did mention Tyreek Hill injury. It was a ligament issue. It wasn't a broken wrist. McDaniel said he's scheduled to be running soon. He wish he were relying upon his training until he can catch the football, which will be more around summertime going into training camp. Not having Hill available during OTAs in May really wouldn't be a big deal normally, but there are normal times that the Miami Dolphins, who are coming off a disappointing 8-9 season, and would like to set a positive tone starting from the spring. Listen, another rumor is going out there, and it's not rumor, it's coming from Joe Rose, a former Dolphin player, tight end, and the commentary is Tyreek Hill fault for firing Wes Walker. Listen, man, we're grown up. Keep it plain and simple. I don't put negative information out there. The reason why is because, we're not there to see it. We're not there to live it. We're not there to actually, because as reporters, as broadcaster, as analysis, you name it, podcasters or sportscaster, like you name it, everything. We're so good at criticizing, but what does criticize does? It doesn't help an individual. Now, if you want to put your rankings and you want to put your rankings up on your channel and all that, that's up to you guys. That's not up to me. I don't do that kind of crap. I'm sorry to say it that way. And I don't use crap on my program anyhow. I just did, and I apologize for that. because I'm one of those. I'm gonna straightforward. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I feel that I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm human. But criticizing a player, uh, putting information out there that is not true, unless you were there physically to see it, to prove it. Okay. Unfortunately, that's how fans are and fanatics. All we want as a fan is our team to win. Give us a playoff, have a good season, and move on. But once again, the good news, I'm gonna go back to the good news. Terron, what he did, it was a class act. I think it's amazing. The guy's very lovable, very respected. You know, sometimes you want to have a locker room that has the same chemistry, the same actually attitude, if you want to say it. If you're a captain of a ship, man, and your ship sink, and the captain jumps aboard and his crew is still up there, that's the problem. I think McDaniel and Greer has their hand full this season. I know the owner probably it's fed up with everything that's going on. I just continue to say, man, this is all officially to all these NFL teams. Rumors, speculation, try to get the facts right before you go out there and give it to a fan, because all the fans are not the same. All the fans are different. Take things different. I've been a Dolphin fan for over 30 something years, probably more than that. To be honest with you, probably 53. I'm 58, so I was 5 years old. So my dad took me to a Dolphin game when they used to have the little dolphins in the back of the swimming pool, in the back of the end zone, and the Orange Bowl. So I look at all that, guys. I do. I look at all that. And, yeah, maybe you say I'm not knowledgeable of football. You don't have to be knowledgeable of football. You know your football. You know your team. From Don Strock to David Woodley to Dan Marino. You continue, okay? Yeah, we know we want to win. And who doesn't want to win? We all do. Here's something that I'm gonna bring up about this today at work. Just look at those teams that has not won the Super Bowl, and I want you to do the math yourself. Figure out every team that has not won the Super Bowl. So that doesn't mean Miami hasn't won one. Yeah, they won it in 72 and 73, back-to-back season. They gone there. Don Shula gone there 7 times. He's 2-5, whatever, in his record in the Super Bowl. But it doesn't mean we haven't gone there. We gone there, but we want to be greedy and selfish, right? I mean, that's one thing you got to look at, guys. The Texans hasn't been there. The Chargers hasn't been there. So this is something that, and don't get me wrong when I say that. I don't say this in the wrong way. Sometimes I want to see other teams in the Super Bowl. I don't want to see the same thing repeat. It's nice if you repeat 3 times and you're world champions and you're great, and that's okay. It's like a dynasty. But sometimes dynasty just shut down and disappear, and it goes to another team. You got a lot of team in the NFL that's going to come out from their sellers, like in baseball. Look at the Orioles. I'm an Oriole fan. Let's try baseball. The Orioles, 103 losses, 114 losses, 100. I think they broke the Mets record of 3 or 4 years ago. Then they became from sellers to contenders. Now, did they win the World Series? No. Okay, but that's a good sign, right? Yeah, it's a good sign. But then we want to win it all. But did the Orioles won the World Series? Yes, they did. They have won the World Series, 1983 with Cal Ripken. They won one. Look at the Yankees. How many times the Yankees won it? How many times the Dodgers have won it? Are we tired to see the Dodgers? Are we tired to see the Yankees? Yeah, we all tired to see the same team because it's the same team. But here's what happened. The money is what's controlling the sports now. I'm sorry to tell you, you have a best team, you got the best players. Now, sometimes that can really overturn because it happened to the Dodgers. They had the best payroll in baseball, and they didn't make it to the World Series. That was like a couple of years ago. So sometimes it works to your benefit, and sometimes it doesn't. So as a fan, you wanna continue to be the best, and you want the best product on the field. Let me tell you what's wrong with the Dolphins, and I'm gonna say this to Dolphin fans, and not because I'm only a Dolphin fan, and I talk this in sports in general, and you guys know this. This is the truth, okay? You're paying all these players these big bucks of money, okay? And you think one player is gonna take you to the Super Bowl, and that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm tired of saying this in my podcast, and I've been doing this for a year already. It takes a 53-man roster. What I'm getting kind of upset right now, guys, is they're not giving these college kids an opportunity to shine in the NFL. I disagree with a lot of stuff in the NFL with the 17-game season. I disagree with the preseason. I think you have to play your 4 games in the preseason, show these kids an opportunity that they can make it in this league. These kids have dreams. And, talking to a friend of mine today at work, we talk about this. How many colleges are in the world here? Probably more than 500 colleges. And of course, you got the big top colleges, the Michigans, the Notre Dames, the Georgias, you got Miami Hurricane. You got all these college kids. And what about those kids that you never heard from, from Boise State or from Appalachian State, and it comes out and they become superstars, but they don't, you don't give them a chance. Those are the things that I look at. I look at those colleges team that you think right now they're not as good, but let me tell you, they have excellent players. But give them a chance and opportunity to play in the NFL and see what they could do. Listen, the Dolphins had this guy, I think it was a linebacker from Georgia, Tyndall. He was doing well in preseason until he got hurt. Now he got hurt, they decided he's not good enough anymore. Well, give him a chance and opportunity. Okay, you got Chubbs. You signed Chubbs a big contract. What's the other guy that he was in my mind today that got injured, and he's from also University of Miami, and he got injured with the Achilles injury. And sometimes that makes you think, guy, give a kid an opportunity to shine in the NFL. Give him a chance. Look at Chops. Okay, if these two guys that will not get injured for the outside linebacker position, and they put this kid there, he shined at the end. I mean, he came up and, but here we are. We're so good of criticism of the individual, and who are we to criticize the individual? Give him the chance and opportunity to play in this league so he could shine, so he could know what he has. I mean, we don't know until we see him play. Look at Zach Thomas. I use Zach Thomas as one of the key elements. Picked last in the draft by Jimmy Johnson, and what he became? He became a what? A Hall of Famer. A short middle linebacker. Boy, could Zach Thomas could hit. Because Zach Thomas could play. Just tell Jason Taylor, and he could tell you. It's amazing how we see things, guys, and we have to be realistic on this, guys. We have to be realistic. Okay, these are players that they perform, but you got to show them and give them a chance to perform in this league. And we don't want to do that. Unfortunately, we're in a league that, yes, it is a physical league. It is dangerous. It is hard-hitting. It is tackle football. It is pro football. And people intend to get hurt. Okay. But we have to give the chance to these kids from college to come to the pro level. Okay? Listen, that combine thing, this is why I don't get involved in that combine. You want to see how high he jumps. You want to see how fast he goes. You want to see the catches. You want to see the quarterback. You want to see that. For what? You're seeing this on the field. Why don't you make a game? Play a combine game with all these kids playing. Let's say the East against the West or the North against the South, and make these kids, instead of making a combine to see how fast they go, how high they jump. Most of us don't care about that, guys. We care when he gets on the field and he's playing and see how he looks. Now, I know you guys might disagree with me. What is the combine? For you to look what kind of players you could put in your team? Come on, man. This kid came from college football. You know who they are. You know their skills. You know their position, the position they play. And then you have a combine. For what, guys? And I don't get into it because, I mean, it's, and I'm not saying it's not bad for the kids. It's for, and how many players participate in the combine? It's not a much. There's not much. But here's what I don't like. Well, we got the top 15 quarterbacks in this combine, but out of the 15 quarterbacks, only 10 show up. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Either you hire me or you don't hire me. If you don't want me, then just don't want me. What is a combine going to do for a player, guys? Just think about that. That's my opinion. You might have yours, and I respect it. But you think about it. And I'll be honest with you guys, that put me in a spot like saying, come on, man, give these kids a chance. Give these kids to play this pro level that we have here, and this is called the NFL. Why do they go to college football? Just to get a degree? But if they love the sports, give them an opportunity. Give them a chance. But here we are signing players out there. Man, this guy's good. Let's sign this guy. It's like the cornerback the Dolphins got, that Cooper Jr. guy. From, I think is it Oregon State, or I could be wrong from what college he came from. I haven't got too much details on him, but look how everybody's talking about it. Well, he's really not good. We invite you, come to my camp, see what you could do. Listen, anything can happen. He could come into the camp and blow everybody out, and we don't know this. This is what we got to stop judging people, stop judging these players, stop talking bad about these players if we don't know, okay, what they could bring to the table. Whether you're good in this league, whether you're bad in this league. But the only thing we are good at is criticizing each individual. And on Sports Night with Jorge, I do not do that, guys. I don't criticize nobody. I give those guys a chance and opportunity to shine in the NFL. They don't make it, you move on. Look at Tim Tebow, national champion, Florida. Came to the NFL. Who did he beat? The Miami Dolphins, and he beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. And everybody said, wow, what in the world? And he's supposed to be one of the worst quarterbacks there is in the league. RG3, great quarterback. Came to back then the Washington Redskins. What happened? One coach ruined his career. They don't give him a chance, opportunity. He wasn't good enough. No, man. You can't do this. See, I think coaches in the NFL should not be coaching the NFL if they're going to have the attitude of each individual that comes into the football field. This is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. But anyhow, I don't have much to say tonight just about this information that came out between Terron, giving his contract, giving the Dolphins $14 million towards the cap, which is helping Miami for the free agency. And, of course, Tyreek Hill, wrist injury. It's going to take time. Hopefully come back. And listen, guys, I will not be surprised they trade Tyreek Hill. I mean, I will not be surprised at all. But listen, I'm going to stay positive. But anyhow, thank you so much. Those that have subscribed to the channel, those that haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate it. I'm at 378. I'm going up and down the scale, but that's okay, guys. I'm trying to bring you the most accurate information in my sports channel. I'm trying to keep on top of things. Spring training already started. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in spring training. Baseball still, trades, rumors. That's around the whole league. NBA picked up again after the All-Star. So there's a lot to talk to. I'm just talking to the Dolphins tonight, and hopefully on Friday I could do a recap of everything about hockey, baseball, basketball, and hopefully your team, your NFL team. And listen, if you guys don't leave your comments below and let me know your team so I could do a research on your team, what you want me to talk about from your team, hey, I'll be glad to help you about it. Right now, Pittsburgh Steelers fan, we don't know. Controversial, who's going to be the quarterback? Rumors are there that Aaron Rodgers coming to Pittsburgh. Once again, guys, I'm not too crazy with rumors. I know you want to be part of it because, that's how some channels pick up their subscribers and information. And somebody says, George, you too much old school, and no, it's not that. I'm more original, guys. I'm more realistic. I look at you got to look at reality. These men go home to a family. Okay, they go home to a family. I'm tired of saying that to all these people, man. They have a job like I have a 9-to-5 job or a 7-to-4 job. whatever, you go home to your family. Okay? Criticize the individual. We get criticized at work also. We get all this kind of stuff at work. But at the end of the day, you're heading home, and that's what counts. Anyhow, thank you so much, those that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead. Check out my YouTube shorts. I know the algorithm of YouTube has changed. It's hard to get viewers. It's hard to watch a whole video. That's why I don't like to make long videos. But listen, keep it up. Stay positive. Once again, guys, follow your dreams. You have a goal. Go for it. Don't give up. If you're falling backwards, listen, 2 step forward. It takes 1 step at a time. Don't rush it. And once again, God bless you all. And thank you once again for joining me. And listen, let's see what happened to the 2025 Miami Dolphins. You guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much. And have a good night.